Next on All Access.
Turmoil in Tennessee. I'm Paul Perillo, and I'm going to tell you why the Patriots have a chance to do something they've never done before.
I'm Scott Zolak, and Mike Vrabel takes us inside one of the biggest plays of the game to beat the Saints.
Just the timing is impeccable.
And I'm Steve Burton. Those stories plus an inside look to some of the most valuable contributors to the Patriots coaching staff.
It means you're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that you provide the best result for the players and the coaches as well.
All Access begins right now. Three in a row, look at them go as the Patriots continue to stack up wins. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patriots All Access. I'm Steve Burton. Patriots moved to 4-2 with a workmanlike win in New Orleans. That win moves them into first place in the division, which isn't very relevant just 6 weeks into the season, but it's a welcome improvement over the last few years, and New England hopes to carry that momentum forward on the road in Nashville, where Mike Vrabel returns for the first time to the city where he started his NFL head coaching career. We'll preview the Titans matchup, but we begin with a look back at the sights and sounds from the win over the Saints.
You keep this in bounds, this will take you down to the 2-minute.
This should indeed take the Patriots to the 2-minute warning. He throws the left back, shoulder caught by Boutte. What a throw. The connection is there again. And a first down New England near midfield. In fact, to the Saints' 49-yard line.
Hey, it's have a day, fellas. Communicate. It's about us. Have some fun. Win on me. Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Play.
Here we go. Back on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on. Let's go, White. Let's go, White. Don't show me something. I ain't working all week for nothing.
Two receivers are stacked to the right for the Patriots. Hollins behind Douglas. And a play fake by May. Roll right. Sets up. Plants. He throws a deep ball. Wide open pop Douglas at the 14. Catch left side of the 10. That's right to the 5. To the end zone. Touchdown. Patriots.
What a throw by May.
Our game. They keep playing our game. It's about us. It's about us. Just never stop running. Because if you stop running and the man's way out in front of you, they will call it uncatchable. You know what I'm saying?
Snap is back to May. Stands in, throws it near side. Boutte. Catch made at the 3. Shoved into the end zone. A flag on the play. And it's a touchdown for the Patriots. This should indeed take the Patriots to the 2-minute warning. Three receivers to the right. Stevenson lines up behind the right guard. Snap back to May and twist up front. He stands in, he throws the left back. Shoulder caught by Boutte. What a throw. The connection is there again. Drake made to Kayshon Boutte with a defender on his back.
Start the buses, pack the bags. You got a 4-2 football team heading home, baby.
Hey, only call that you want to score.
Hey, is that right?
Hey. Here we go. Bring it up. Turn that up. We'll never, ever get to the point, okay, where we're not going to celebrate wins. You hear me? But I like where we're headed, okay, that we can sit there and say we can play so much better. And you guys are already thinking like that. I can tell that you're not satisfied, but I'm still got to demand that we celebrate this for a couple hours. Improving along the way, finding ways to win, working together, okay? Just straight, give them all damn game balls on me. Let's go. Let's we got to go on the road. And let's keep this going. Bring it up here. Let's go. We got to embrace winning football games in this league. Enjoy that. We land. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Time to look at one of the biggest plays of the game, not taking a knee to win the game, that's the kill play, but the play pretty much before, Coach, the comeback, I guess, fade stop to Kayshon Boutte, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I mean, again, this has got to have it. We put ourselves in a not a very great situation. So the line to gain all the way down there, you know, one of these situations where you're outside of 2 minutes, so you know that it's going to stop. If we take a set, we're going to have the ball. They're going to get an opportunity to come down there and score a touchdown. So again, these things we call gotta have it, GTHI. So they've got everybody up here. They've got everybody mugged up. So 6 up there on the ball. We're gonna have to figure out what games and protection and how we're gonna be able to handle it. You see Drake walks Ramondre up there.
Him up there, okay.
Yep, so what you end up seeing here at the end of the day, this post safety, and as you know, all this post safety, you're gonna look to come to the backside first. Drake's got a lot of confidence in Kayshon, you know, being able to play. That ball's released. You know what I mean? The timing, that ball's released here before he makes his break, and then being able to come back here on the back shoulder with really good timing and good play strength, being able to secure. Okay, we could take a look here from another angle as we work our way through this. But we know if we were able to complete this and stay in bounds, that we're going to be able to end it. So, again, we've got isolation over here. Will and Chase Young.
Boy, Will?
Yep, that's Will here. So, obviously, we got to create the pocket. Nice job here by Ramondre stepping up. Does a great job of replacing his hands, you know, and giving Drake an opportunity to get the ball off and staying in a clean pocket. Drake not flinching whatsoever. And then we'll show you too here as we move our way through here. Just everybody, just the timing is impeccable. Planting, throwing, and then here.
Can't get to him. Can't get to him.
Yeah, you can't get to him. And then what makes this even better is Kayshon being able to come down in bounds. You know, we had to take that to a challenge, but again, that's our job. We have to recognize, hey, he's in bounds. That clock should be running. Then we go to the 6 tight diamond, take a knee, and win the game.
That to me is Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, 7 years in. He's got 2 young players making that type of play right there.
Well, we're not there yet, but we're certainly trying to see what Drake and Kayshon can do.
Oh, I love gotta have it plays, especially when the Patriots deliver. Welcome to the Bob's Discount Furniture Studios with Mike Reese and Paul Perot. Good to see you guys. First place. 6 weeks into the season, smoke clears.
You are so excited.
Buffalo loses. First place.
You are so excited.
4-2. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, 4-2, you know, I don't think that's overly surprising. The fact that the Bills have struggled a little bit, that probably is a surprise. But what they've done, Steve, is they've given themselves a chance to be in the mix. And that's exactly what everybody was hoping for all offseason. Now you're seeing it happen.
Everybody's beatable, Mike.
Well, I was going to say, Paul says in the mix. The mix, to me, it's wide open, and
No question.
anything is possible, and that's what makes this so exciting.
What impressed you the most about the win in New Orleans?
Just the business-like manner in which they went down and took care of the game. I thought they were the better team going in, and the first, 3 out of 4 times, I think they had the ball, they go down and scored touchdowns. I just thought that they were locked in. I don't think it was perfect, but it was a really good performance for a young team, showing some maturity on the road and not, resting on their laurels from that big win against Buffalo.
So Paul took my answer, so I'm going to go to my default answer, which is big plays down the field.
Right.
So to see Drake connect on 3 big passing plays, 25 yards or more in the air, and the defense getting the big takeaway in the 4th quarter. Like they've been talking about hammering the ball out, and finally to have one of those come through, that really impressed me.
You know what impressed me the most? How they handled adversity.
Yes.
When the plays that got called against them.
That's a good answer.
Okay, and they still bounced back and scored. And Mike Vrabel, talking to the refs, still kept his composure.
That would have been my 3rd answer right there, Steve. That was a good one, and I agree with you, and I think that's a great point that you made.
That's the best part, is a lot of things to be impressed by.
No question about it. Don't go far. We got a lot more to talk about a little later on the show. We'll be back with more Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
We go behind the scenes with the Patriots coaching assistants.
Ultimate assistant. Basically, what can I do to help the position coach his day to be the most efficient with his time?
Plus, a one-on-one with Kayshon Boutte.
Did you really have to buy 40 tickets?
Yeah, I bought 40 tickets. But like you say, it was special. They didn't see my family in a while.
You're watching Patriots All Access. Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Sports Illustrated Tickets. 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better. And by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
This week's Next Gen Stat brought to you by AWS. Kayshon Boutte caught all 5 of his targets for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns in Week 6. Boutte was targeted at an average depth of 16.8 air yards in Week 6 and has now averaged 15.9 air yards per target this season.
Welcome back to All Access. Can the Patriots make it 4 wins in a row? Dan Roach reports on a road trip they'll have special meaning to many in the organization.
Our top story, this Patriots team has a chance to accomplish something no other Patriots team has done since the 1970 NFL merger. Patriots trying to go on the road and win back-to-back-to-back games during the regular season. They'll try it Sunday in Nashville against the Titans.
Coach was preaching to it earlier, just about that being a road warrior, going on that path of least resistance. It's just like, it's hard to go on the road, it's hard to win on the road, it's hard to get wins in general, but, we've been on the road consecutively for some weeks now, and, I feel like we're kind of getting accustomed to it and looking forward to coming back home next week, but right now we got to play what's in front of us.
Mike Vrabel is returning to Nashville this week, the place where he got his first head coaching job. He spent 6 seasons there, taking the Titans to the playoffs 3 times, reaching the AFC title game once. He was relieved of his duties in 2023.
I think would file under the category of, is it interesting or important? And I would probably say this would be very interesting, but in the end, not very important to our preparation or what we need to continue to try to do to improve as a team.
A lot of people are like, Tennessee was there, a lot of history. All type of hype can be, but at the same time, that doesn't mean anything. It's a football game we got to prepare for. That's the main thing. So him being focused on the main thing makes us, got to be focused even more on the main thing.
I think he's focused about, this team, and not worried about going back, to a place he coached for a long time and has some great success. So, he's kind of not treating it like a big deal. So I think it's kind of bleeding to us.
One area where there's room for improvement for this football team is the running game, as the Pats rank near the bottom in almost every rushing stat.
We got a lot of good runs. Those 3-yard runs turn into 5, those 5-yard runs turn into 15, and then you're on your way going. So we're looking forward to the challenge, and we know what we have to do, and we look forward to it.
All right, Dan Roach, thank you very much. Joining me now is Patriot wide receiver, the one and only Kayshon Boutte. Good to see you, my man.
Yes, sir.
3 in a row. How does this team feel about itself right now?
I think we feel great, I think really the main key is not hearing all the outside noise, not getting ahead of ourselves in the division, but still just taking it week by week. I think that's the main focus. So, like you said, 3 in a row, trying to make it 4. So.
Not only did you go back home and get everybody together, you went back home and performed.
Yeah.
First time in Superdome?
Second. I actually forgot that I played there in college.
Oh, you played there?
Yeah.
You forgot you played there in college?
Yeah, we played Florida State. Yeah.
But let me tell you something. You got it done that day.
Yeah.
And how special was it for you to get it done in front of your family and friends?
I think it was special. A game I've been playing since I was 7. So I think to get all of them to come and it'd be a great game back in the hometown, I think it was like a surreal feeling. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Describe your chemistry with Drake May.
I would say the chemistry great. Starting OTAs on to training camp, and then now the season, it's something we work on day in, day out. So, I think it surprised a lot of people. We had a couple flashes last year, but I think this year we really connected well, but it's all of what we worked on.
You said after the game 3 or 4 years ago you weren't in a great place. What's been the key to your turnaround?
I think just looking at myself in the mirror,
I respect that, man.
Yeah, just kind of understanding that I'm not living right, trying to just get my life together. Really, the gambling situation, got over that. I think that was a big learning experience for me, just knowing how fast things can change in an instant. So since then, just really trying to better my life. So I think that really been it.
I can tell you matured.
Yeah.
What's your message out there to kids who look up to you now?
I think my message, just work hard day in, day out, and just do the right thing when nobody watching.
All right, I got to bring this up. What does that mean?
I think it's a thing that digs kind of butt around. It just don't smell too good. So.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's
don't
what
smell
it is.
too good.
Yeah, don't smell too good.
Now give me one of these. That's what it's all about, huh?
Just cover your nose and get the smell a lot.
Hey, my man. Good luck in Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it. Kayshon Boutte, our guest. We'll be back more Patriots All Access right after this.
Congratulations to Coach Steve Dombrowski of Milton High School. He is our Patriot Coach of the Week.
We know Coach. Coach has been here in this program a long time. He's built the culture, put the plays for you guys, put the system in place for you guys, and as a result, his resume speaks for himself. And I say congratulations, Coach. Coach Dombrowski and the Wildcats defeated Wachusett Regional 35-7 for his 200th win for his career. The Patriots Charitable Foundation will award $1,000 to the Milton High School football program in the name of Coach Dombrowski.
The biggest lesson I learned from Coach was to never give up on a game or anything in life and just always keep pushing to be better.
Just stay close to our teammates and build that relationship further because it's obviously worked for us this year.
It's a great honor to be recognized by the Patriots. Obviously, it's a team award. I have great assistant coaches. It's just kind of humbling to reach milestones, I think, at this point in my career, and to kind of be recognized as, for that is very nice.
On three, ready? 1, 2, 3, yes!
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down and talk with Coach Vrabel. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Another big win for you. I want to talk about player buy-in. We do this, I think, every week. Last week was going to Buffalo, and you said this is going to be a good measuring stick for our football team to see where we're at. How important was it to follow that up with what you guys did down in New Orleans to sort of solidify the trek you guys are on?
Well, I think it was take the next step, and then it was build momentum. It was the message, and so felt like we did that. Tried to work our way through the week and prepare for a new opponent, one that we didn't really know a whole lot of out of the conference, and so it was important to go down there. We started fast. Defense gave up a big play, held them to a field goal, and we kind of settled in, and then we played pretty well in the second half defensively and did just enough there offensively to get us a win.
Is it a good example of it, the way your team responds when you see adversity? Like that second offensive series, big play to pop down the field, second touchdown. I thought it was a ridiculous call. I'll say it. You don't have to say it. But teams could have tucked tail there, but yet you continue to grind, go down, still scored on that drive.
There's a lot of the day that's still left to be played, and I think our guys just kind of line up and play again, and those are really important factors and some good redeeming qualities for us to have.
Stephon Diggs last week, going back to Buffalo, said he used the word nostalgic on his return to Buffalo and playing there. Is the head coach allowed to do that in his return to Tennessee?
Probably not. I don't think that's necessarily how I would describe it. But
how about your staff? You got some guys that were with you.
Yeah, we all. This is a profession that we all know changes quickly, whether you're a player or a coach, and these things happen. You kind of you're on play everybody sooner or later, and a lot of guys have been in different places, and I'm no different or anybody else on our staff that spent time there.
You drafted Jeffrey Simmons down there. Well, how has it been to watch him grow into the player he is? I remember being down there last year. He kicked Artell in pretty good control.
Yeah, he's a really good player. We're going to have a plan for him. We're going to have to be able to block him and try to neutralize him if we want to gain yards offensively. Jeff meant a lot to me personally, to our football team. I'm proud of who he has become as a father and as a husband, and also as a player.
Great answer right there. Time now for the Sports Illustrated Ticket question of the week, and it comes from Pete M. wants to talk about whether to challenge or not challenge. You're there. Is it fourth down? Should we go for it? Should we not go for it? Should we kick it? Should we go for the touchdown? Do you get your juices flowing off that? Holding that red flag, getting ready to go?
I think we have to try to keep our composure the same way we would ask our players and try to make a decision that is going to ultimately help the football team based on what we need. Certain challenges, I think, based on what down it is, where the ball is. I'm pretty confident that the one was a caused fumble. We weren't going to go and get any. They weren't going to give us a touchdown. We just recovered it. We had clear recovery, but had that gone to replay, I think we probably would have gotten it. But you don't want to really run those risks right now when you're going to need those timeouts and challenges at the end of the game. We were getting the football back, and as it turned out, if that had been first down, I think certainly would have had to challenge it.
All right, good stuff right there. If you want to ask the coach a question, you have to follow the team at Patriots/Ask the Coach. We'll be back later in the show with more stuff, so you hang tight, and we'll have some more fun talking football. All right, more of All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access,
we introduce you to some of the hardest working people in football.
The job they have, but also the balance of doing a lot of different tasks today.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Gillette. Gillette's best shave is now the best a fan can get. Get it while you can at Gillette.com/NFL.
Mike Vrabel has brought an energy and identity to this Patriots team, both traits that are reflected in its coaching staff. Everyone knows who the coordinators are, and many of the position coaches. We want to introduce you to a different set of coaches on staff, the coaching assistant. This group works tirelessly behind the scenes, helping Vrabel and the other coaches and players with any task imaginable to help the team win.
Good luck, Pop. Good. Way to finish.
It means you're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that you're providing the best result for the players and the coaches as well.
I would say the role takes a lot more of the behind-the-scenes work than you understand.
Ultimate assistant. Basically, what can I do to help the position coach his day to be the most efficient with his time?
Our role is to just, let's find a solution and let's help figure it out.
Hey, that line, you don't start until he catches the ball.
The biggest thing that I've learned in terms of this role specifically is how many different things you have to do throughout the day.
Good, ace. 1-2, bang it inside, hold it up.
Their daily tasks are wide-ranging. One of their jobs is to draw cards with other teams' formations, an important tool in preparing for their opponent.
So I'm trying to take exactly what I see on film, play by play, step by step, and put it on paper. So if the receiver's lined up in the alley, I want to make sure that I put him in line in the alley.
Milton may be responsible for all of the formations. Vinny's responsible for the run concepts. I'm responsible for the pass concepts. So if you look at my desk, practice for tomorrow is already set. I'm good to go there. Every day practice, and if you look, everything's the exact same. I have to do it that way because it's gonna keep me organized, and it keeps all those other coaches organized from a standpoint of, well, what cards did we run this day? Well, I can show you right here. It just keeps my mind clear, keeps me structured on my day-to-day operation.
I'd say the grind, I think it all starts with how much you're willing to endure, how much you're willing to really sacrifice more than anything else.
If that means late nights, that means late nights. If that means working through lunch, that means working through lunch. So the grind is just commitment and action and day-to-day actions.
I love the idea of grinding with efficiency, so that way you can still take care of yourself, eventually take care of your family, take care of the players and all that, and now everybody can benefit at the highest level.
I think a grinder is somebody who is determined to get the job done at a high level. It doesn't mean that you have to sleep in the office. It doesn't mean a certain number of hours in a day. It just means I think you have the determination and commitment as a coach, quality control, or other to get your job done well enough for us to compete and win.
Josh McDaniels would know. A fresh-faced McDaniels joined the team in 2001.
Gave me a really good perspective on the job they have, but also the balance of doing a lot of different tasks today while they're trying to learn how to become and advance to becoming a position coach and so on and so forth. And so there's a balance between those things. Chucky Riley, can you guys bang the cards out if you haven't already on the low red zone install? Yeah. Okay, great.
It's really cool to hear Josh's perspective on this because he was in this exact same role, and hearing him share some of the things that helped him in this role and some of the mistakes that he made, it helps a lot because now look at him and the success that he's had in his profession. You know, hearing him every morning sit here and talk about the coaching points that I'm putting on these drawings is really, really helpful.
Even in the summer, he took myself and he took Riley, and he kind of just walked us through so many different processes, breaking down film, how does he see it, and my big thing again with just listening is I want to know exactly what you said, and I want to do it exactly like how you're saying it. And it's one of those things, just like an infant. Infants don't ask many questions. They just follow along, and eventually they figure it out along the way. I'm not an infant, but you get what I'm saying.
I think the biggest part is being able to rely on each other, because a lot of us are in that same role of we're wanting to move forward in the profession. So I think it's big on us to stay motivated between each other that, hey, if you need help with this, I can help you with it. So when things get done from a standpoint of film breakdown and drawing cards, it doesn't operate if we're not understanding, hey, if you need help on something, I'm here to help you out.
And hello again, everyone. A very pleasant good afternoon, and welcome to Foxborough's Gillette Stadium for this
Game day in the NFL, there's nothing like it. You know, whether you're on the field or you're upstairs, be able to go for 3 hours and compete and try to win a football game, and then the feeling when you do win a football game, there's nothing like it.
Seeing that the work that you did behind the scenes is actually showing up on the game field, that you gave the best look throughout the week, that you prepared the right cards correctly, that they actually seen them in game day. So just being able to see your work come to life and us execute on Sunday is a great reward.
And so with a swing of the leg, we are underway.
Scott Zolak joined again here by Coach Mike Vrabel. And Coach, we just saw a nice little piece there with your quality control coaches. Everybody knows who the coordinators are: offense coordinator, defensive coordinator, positional coaches. How important are these guys to your staff?
Critical to our success. We want to try to develop them as coaches, but they're getting everything ready. They're getting everything teed up for us when we finish an opponent to move forward with the next opponent. There's a lot of work that they do and making sure that things run smoothly in the practice preparation and the plan and making sure that the scripts are all set, cleaned up, changing calls late on the script and everything else. And then also, trying to give them some ownership of the show teams and the things that we're doing with some of the younger players. So really proud of that group so far and excited to keep working with them.
What makes a good one? Sounds like organization and effort.
Well, and I think just being able to know, I've always felt like the ones that kind of know what the next step is, what the next thing that the position coach or somebody's going to ask for, and having that ready and trying to be a step ahead. They have to keep their knees bent and their head on a swivel because things are always changing. So they're very flexible, they're adaptive, and they have some good instincts to them.
All right, important people. We'll be back later with some X's and O's.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. More Patriots All Access. We'll return right after this.
Opening weekend in 2012 saw the Patriots travel to Nashville to take on the Titans. Led by rookies Chandler Jones and Dante Hightower, the Patriots defense held Tennessee to just 13 points. Tom Brady threw 2 touchdowns, one to Rob Gronkowski.
Play action fake, Brady to the right of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown to Rob Gronkowski.
In New England's 34-13 win.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for a series of X's and O's, some of the biggest plays against the Saints. Coach, what are we going to start with?
Yep, this is our favorite segment here. So, starting here, we get our, get into the drive. We've done a really nice job of getting the first down of the drive. 8 and 9 drives yesterday. We got the first down. This gets us around the logo, and now we're able to kind of dial up a little bit of everything. You see the safety rotation, getting down in here to some man coverage. As a quarterback, man, you love this, right? You love that pocket to be able to half roll and step up here. Good job here by Pop selling the pylon and being able to rip back out of it through the post. And again, the clean pocket. Drake does a great job of putting it out in front of him. And we can make a guy miss for a huge gain. Big X play, 50-some yard, 3-yard touchdown, to get the game going.
That's a guy 2 weeks ago makes that block on the sideline for Hunter Henry. Wasn't getting a lot of balls, and now this kind of
it's all going to come back.
Wow.
It's all going to come back full circle. But you see a good pocket, good clean pocket, allows Drake to step up. We get the adder, but still there. Good ball placement, and Pop's able to secure the catch right there, make a guy miss, and we get a big touchdown.
Awesome.
Okay, so now working on through here, taking a look at this last touchdown.
Oh, nice route.
It is a good route.
Wow.
Right? Again, we've done a nice job selling these stems. Coming back out of there, we like to call that break and leverage. He's in outside leverage. We break leverage. And now we're able to control through the catch. Good play strength.
Yep.
Yeah, great play strength.
Great play strength. I know they got called for it. That looked like a legal hit to me.
Yeah, probably was. I don't think there was anything dirty.
No,
but again, the reason that these things can happen is we're doing a nice job here with the pocket. Again, whether we're slamming, whatever's going on, making sure that the pocket stays clean. And again, the good timing, good ball placement, securing a catch, and being able to get into the end zone. That's a nice job there by Kayshon going back home.
Absolutely.
Huge day for him. Defensively, we really needed to get a stop here. We were dying for a stop. You can see a little pressure here, a little bit of movement. Kind of forces the quarterback here to flinch. KC up in the middle. Marcus doing a nice job of not running by the quarterback, forcing Kamara to scan all the way back in here. And then now we're going to get this ball out here next week. This ball is going to start coming out. But that's a huge
important player for you, man, Marcus.
Yeah, he does a lot. Now you see him returning punts. Now you see him in here blitzing.
Went down in the game, came back.
Oh, yeah, he's not going anywhere. But we're going to be able to get this ball out here next week, hopefully hammer that football out. Speaking of hammers, we've been coaching this, we've been preaching this. Guys have been working it, guys have been practicing it, but it's our ball disruption. So there's a little bit of, just a little flash fake. Guys get good depth, underneath zones here. Yeah, we want to break a little bit sooner on the ball, but here you come with vice tackle right there. And again, we can see this from the end zone. This is a great view here of Ellis, and you could hear it on the sideline. You could hear that leather.
You hear the punch?
Yeah, you could hear that leather. And then right there, there's the logo. That's what we're going for. You can see that right there on the logo. And that ball is out and it's loose. And then we're playing to the recovery of the football. We go to replay.
6 guys there.
Not
Great
a bad
stuff.
look.
Not bad, man. Good luck against Tennessee,
Appreciate
Coach.
it.
Go get them. There you go. There's your X's and O's. More Patriots All Access will return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? And by Sports Illustrated Tickets. 50 million sports, concerts, and theater tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better. And by Cross Insurance, the official insurance broker of the New England Patriots.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in honoring my friend, my mentor, and one of the best men I've ever met, the true happy warrior, Robert Kraft.
Congratulations to Patriots owner Robert Kraft, who was honored with the Happy Warrior Award at the annual Alfred E. Smith Dinner in New York City earlier this week.
Let us build bridges, not walls. Let us create communities where Catholic, Jewish, Muslim, Protestant, Black, white, Asian, LGBTQ, where everyone can stand together shoulder to shoulder and say, hate has no home here.
Kraft was recognized for his forming of and working with the Blue Square Alliance to combat hate.
So I want to thank you all. God bless, and may all your prayers be answered, except in weeks 11 and 17 of this NFL season when the Patriots play the New York Jets. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. Back with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. Patriots are 4-2. Biggest reason why?
I'm going simple. Drake May has been so much better than I anticipated him in year two, and I said this all offseason long to the point where I felt like it had to be part of my preamble. You know, where I thought, you know, everybody always wants to know, what do you think? What do you think? If the Patriots a playoff team, how many wins do you think they can have? And I'd be like, I don't know, 7, 8, you know. But if Drake May makes a huge leap forward, then the sky's the limit, because once you have that quarterback in place, it lifts the entire offense. Well, through 6 weeks, Mike, we've seen him lift the entire offense.
I love what Paul said. I'll build off of it. When we were talking after week 3 against the Steelers, 5 turnovers. Patriots were -3 in the turnover differential. Drake hasn't turned the ball over the last 3 games. They're even in the turnover differential. So when that happens, it gives yourself a great chance. And Drake is making some plays in the clutch situations that are just like wow type plays that really elevate the whole team.
Mike Vrabel is going back to his former team. How much does this game mean to him? He's going to downplay it, but deep down inside, how much does it mean?
I know it means something to him. I loved his comment, the way he phrased it. It's interesting or is it important? You know, it's interesting. I think he admits that it's interesting, but he doesn't really feel like it's important. The important part of this is making sure that the Patriots take care of business during the course of the week and show the same kind of maturity, Mike, that they did heading into New Orleans. Now you're in first place. Now you're 4-2. Now people are talking about you. They're talking about the quarterback a little bit, on the grander scale. Do you have the maturity? It's less about what Mike Vrabel is thinking, although I know it means a lot to him.
A lot, all capital letters. Yep. And I think, to me, this is one thing that I really like about Mike is he doesn't let you forget when you either slight him or do something. And just a real quick story with me personally. I asked him about the team not practicing in full pads early in the year because it was different. It's something we hadn't seen before.
Did you forget, did
And
he?
then like 5 weeks later, he'll come back and an answer to me and be like, and because we don't practice in full pads, Mike. And I'm like, well, that was like 5 weeks ago. But I think it's a good character study to, what we're talking about.
What kind of a threat is Tennessee?
So, they're obviously not an overly talented team. They got a rookie quarterback who's going through the rookie quarterback struggles, but he does have some talent, and he has impressed me at times, Cam Ward. The new coach thing, sort of in the, maybe if you gave them a slight chance before, Brian Callahan going.
Why do you think that happened this week?
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence. They see the success the Patriots have. I think that's a fair follow-up, Steve, because Vrabel's coming to town. He's the guy that they wanted to move on from 4-19 since they fired Mike Vrabel. So I think that speaks volumes. Did they get a bump from it? Probably a little bit, but I don't think enough.
Think about what could hold the Patriots back, right? Running the ball, and I look at the Titans' defense, and I see Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle. Maybe one of the best players in the league at his position. Sure. Patriots interior offensive line, trying to get that running game going. To me, you asked what type of challenge do they present. If you can't get up for that as an offensive line, it could be a long day.
Jeffrey Simmons might be the best player on the field on Sunday.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
He's that good.
That's saying a lot. Prediction time.
I like the Patriots to keep it rolling. 3-game winning streak on the road, Mike, something the Patriots have never done. You don't have the numbers on that? What are we doing?
Wow.
What do we do? Do we switch roles?
I was going to ask.
What are we doing?
Whoa.
Patriots
never done?
Okay, never in the regular season. How's that?
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. Because we have to remember 1985.
Correct.
3 straight wins, rode the Super Bowl on the road.
Squish the fish.
There you go.
But
27-9. How's that?
Never done?
27-9.
Never done.
Wow. 30-17 Patriots.
All right. They're rolling. We'll see if they can continue to roll. I like it. I like it all the way around.
You're rolling, Steve. I can see how happy you are.
Pumped up. That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access for Mike Reese and Paul Pearl. Never done. I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.